He changed my life in so many ways. I missed so many bullets, police, all types of stuff because I was busy with him. You don't even know who I am. But he looked at me so like with a look in his eyes like I know I was waiting on you. I started getting him every weekend. Then I started getting him every week. I want to say I love you. And thank you, man, for coming into this world to guide me the right way, man. I don't know why God took you away from me, though. But I know why he put you in his life, though. I love you. Your daddy, man.
Now I'm like out here for a reason because I gotta live out here for that baby. I'm like, baby girl, that ain't 80, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is Big Boss Dono, telling the world that he stayed alive for one reason only, his kids. And my daughter just smiling, clapping her hands like she know what's going on. I said, look at her, she know what's going on. The kids be knowing. Uh-huh. I wish she could have voted because I would have counted her vote. Like the goo gaga, like yeah, a leg. I hear you, little one. Yeah. He was a proud father through and through. However, tragedy struck and his son passed away. Then, a year after he buried his little boy, Dono was found at that very same grave, gone. Meet Curtis Aiken Mallory from the DMV. Throughout the entire Washington, D.C. area, most people never knew him by that name. They knew him as Curdy Top, or Big Dono, or Big Boss Dono, and if you're feeling, Hun. He was born on January 1st, 1993, and he was one of those rare people who could wear about 5 different hats and do every one of them well. He was a rapper, yes, but he was also a true artist, a muralist who covered large walls with bold, colorful paintings. On top of that, he was a mentor who invested his time in young people from tough neighborhoods. Before becoming known in his small part of the world, he worked ordinary jobs like everyone else, spending time at a call center and a bank before deciding to pursue a creative career full-time. And once he committed to it, he gave it everything he had. In the DMV rap scene, he built a solid reputation with his leg movement, releasing tracks like Curdy Top S and working alongside his Leg Team crew. If you never lived in the DC area, the leg thing might sound like random slang, but to him it was an identity, a family, and a movement shaped by the way he grew up. That was the culture. Fast cars, clean style, and a crew of guys who came from hard circumstances together and kept encouraging one another to move forward. He and his people rapped, and they moved together as one.
You know what I really knew that he knew what it was when we stepped in there. He said you know the man. You smoked like a yabba for him, but you wasn't there.
It was the same loyalty you hear about in all of these stories, that ride or die bond. Except Dono was trying to direct all of it towards something positive. He was funny, quick-witted, and loved his people. He came alive whenever he talked about the crew that inspired him to take his music seriously in the first place. Respect. If you on the way, I'ma move that. Yeah, that's a good little motivator to keep you going.
No, for real. At first I ain't believed that. But Dono's story was not always about murals and mentorship. There was a much wilder chapter, and it became a major part of his legend. Around 2015, there was an alleged chain snatching at a DC nightclub connected to Migos and Quavo. According to the way the story spread through the streets, Dono was the one who took it, then later filmed the video showing off that same chain. That single incident made him both famous and infamous at the same time. It sparked rap diss tracks, including his own song, Leg on Me, aimed directly at Quavo, and it permanently tied his name to the entire Quavo chain snatcher story. Whether it was true or not, that reputation stayed with him for years and made him a recognized name in DMV hip-hop. He reportedly served time during that period of his life, and when he came home, he returned as a different person. His first day out freestyle marked his comeback, but this time His energy was focused on something better. He dedicated himself to painting murals on neglected walls, spending time at recreation centers, and telling kids from difficult backgrounds that they could pick up a brush instead of a pistol. People began calling him a real one, a role model, someone who saw potential in all of us. He took a street reputation and turned it into a source of hope for his community. He also kept making music, collaborating with other DMV artists, and building a growing list of features while working toward a project he wanted to get right. On the radio, you could hear how seriously he had started taking the business side of his career, instead of simply releasing songs and hoping for the best. He was thinking like someone with a future ahead of him, someone with people depending on him, making careful decisions instead of chasing the next fast moment.
I have been behind me, like, encouraged me to do out the situation, you know what I mean? Out the situation, I made the leg on me jump.
That sums up the entire journey of Big Boss Dono in a single sentence. After the situation, with real ones standing beside him, he decided to create instead of destroy. And that creating was literal. He picked up paint and brushes and began transforming forgotten, lifeless walls into something beautiful. He spent time at recreation centers and in public spaces across neighborhoods the city had mostly overlooked, bringing color to places that had been nothing but gray. But the murals were never only about the artwork. They were about the kids who stood there watching him paint. He would invite young people over, place a brush in their hands, and show them there was a path they could follow that did not end in a prison cell or a coffin. In a part of the country where public art programs are among the few things helping young people stay away from the streets, Dono became a bridge. He proved that someone could come from nothing, make every mistake imaginable, and still become a person a child could admire. And the greatest force behind his transformation was not a record deal or a mural. It was a little boy. His son's name was Razik, and everyone called him Zik. Dono openly shared that he became a father figure when Razik was only about 8 months old. And this is the beautiful part. He never treated it as a burden or a technicality. He fully claimed that little boy, loved him as much as life itself, and gave that child the credit for completely changing the direction of his life. Respect.
Now I'm like out here for a reason, because I gotta live out here for that baby and my baby girl. That ain't you know what I'm saying? That ain't, yeah.
During a radio interview, when he was given the chance to give a shout out to anyone in the world, one of the very first people he mentioned was his child. Is there any other shout outs you want to give while you're here? You got the platform right now.
I want to shout out my daughter. I want to shout out the guy, man. Shout out the whole DMV, man, showing me love, man, and all my supporters.
He kept videos of his children on his phone just so he could show them to people, smiling with the kind of pride only a father has, watching his little girl clap along as though she understood everything that was happening.
I got a video of my daughter. Southeast, what's up, mama? I got a video of my daughter and my phone, my baby mother's doing it. My daughter just smiling, clapping her hands like she know what's going on. I said, look at her, she know what's going on. The kids be knowing.
That was Dono at his happiest. A man who had come from the streets, survived his mistakes, discovered his purpose, and built his entire life around his children. He had every reason to believe the most difficult part of his journey was behind him. He was wrong. The hardest thing any parent could ever face was still ahead, and it was about to arrive, quietly. It began with a stumble at school and a bump on a little boy's forehead. In September of 2023, Razik started showing signs that no family ever wants to face. It began with small changes. Before September 2023, Razik started walking a little unsteadily, tilting his head to one side and having some trouble with his vision. Then on September 8th at school, the little boy fell and hit his head. That bump on his forehead led the family to the emergency room for a scan. The following day, the scan delivered the worst news any family could receive. Doctors found a tumor on his brainstem, and the diagnosis was DPIG, diffuse intrinsic pontine glioma. If you've never heard of DPIG, it's a rare form of pediatric brain cancer that grows deep within the brainstem, entangled through the area that controls the body's essential functions. Because of where it grows, surgeons can't remove it. Doctors can use radiation to slow its progress and buy some time, but the reality is heartbreaking, with most children surviving only around 9 months to a year. It's one of the most devastating diagnoses in all of medicine.
Is so rare that it affects only a few hundred children across the entire country, so it receives very little of the major federal cancer funding. Most of the meaningful research is funded by families who lost their own children and created foundations to fight the disease. Parents turning the worst day of their lives into a mission so that maybe the next family can have a different ending. So when Dono received that diagnosis, he was facing a disease that even today, the medical world is still largely losing the battle against. There was no miracle treatment waiting for Razak. There was only time, and time was limited. Razak fought anyway. His family called him a superhero, and they truly meant it. He went through radiation, kept his spirits high, and continued inspiring his classmates and teachers even while he was sick. His loved ones filled the internet with support for him, all the hashtags, all the prayers. For a few months, watching that little boy keep fighting gave everyone hope. Then came the trip that was supposed to bring a little light into the middle of the nightmare. Razak was granted a Make-A-Wish trip, the kind of experience meant to give a sick child a little pure happiness after months of hospitals and needles. But only about 14 hours into that trip in December, he suffered a major seizure, and just like that, the small window of hope closed. They rushed him to the hospital, and new scans revealed that the tumor had spread to more areas of his brain and down his spine. On January 2nd, 2024, just days before what would have been his 6th birthday, Razak passed away. He is buried at Heritage Memorial Cemetery in Waldorf, Maryland.
Then, in the days leading up to July 21st, 2025, he began posting raw and heartbreaking messages, the kind of words that, looking back, read like a farewell. He spoke directly to his mother, telling her how hard he had tried. He reportedly wrote, "I'm so sorry, y'all, but I can't take this no more. I really hope to see y'all again." Then he went to the one place that meant everything to him. He went to Razak's grave, and he never came back. He was found there at his son's resting place about a year after the little boy passed away. Dono had ended his own life beside the place where his baby was buried.
Very, very special today. We're in deep mourning, deep mourning for Curly's house. A man that was a great man. He did something that we all would never understand. But we're gonna celebrate his life in a big way today. From 3 o'clock, everybody show up.
Then, in the days leading up to July 21st, 2025, he began posting raw and heartbreaking messages, the kind of words that, looking back, read like a farewell. He spoke directly to his mother, telling her how hard he had tried. He reportedly wrote, "I'm so sorry, y'all, but I can't take this no more. I really hope to see y'all again." Then he went to the one place that meant everything to him. He went to Razak's grave, and he never came back. He was found there at his son's resting place about a year after the little boy passed away. Dono had ended his own life beside the place where his baby was buried.
Very, very special today. We're in deep mourning, deep mourning for Curly's house. A man that was a great man. He did something that we all would never understand. But we're gonna celebrate his life in a big, big way today. From 3 o'clock, everybody show up.